Hey guys, Jesse right here with YouCouldBe.com, and in today's video I'm going to tell you all about how I build capital for my real estate investment purchases. Now, if you guys have followed me at all or seen any of my other videos, you probably know that I make all of my real estate purchases with cash. And I'm always looking for properties that cost between $10,000 and $20,000. And I do that because I find that I can get a far better return on my investment if I do it that way. I buy houses for, like I said, if I've got a $15,000 house, I'm going to get my money back in 2 to 3 years. So that's one of the reasons that I do that. The other reason is I find that I get a lot better deals when I'm forcing myself to look for those deals, forcing myself to become creative and figure out how to solve a problem in such a way that I'm getting the maximum output for the least amount of input. So number one, first thing that has been my biggest moneymaker has been in storm restoration sales. My philosophy on making money is I go out and I make it when I need it. And with storm restoration sales, you have a unique opportunity to work for 2 to 3 months and make a lot of money fast, or you can work all year for several years and make a whole lot of money. People in this business make anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 a year if they're working full time and if they're actually devoting themselves to learning and perfecting their craft. So basically what it is you go into an area that has had either a hailstorm or a flood or a hurricane or a windstorm, a fairly large windstorm, and you go in and you talk to homeowners whose houses have been negatively impacted by these storms, and you have an agreement with them, a contingency agreement that basically says you'll work with their insurance company and you'll do everything you can to get the repairs to their property paid for. And it usually says something like, if the insurance company doesn't pay to replace your roof, or if they don't pay to replace your siding, or whatever it might be, then you don't owe us anything for going after the insurance company and fighting for you. But on the other hand, if we are able to convince your insurance company to pay for these repairs, then you agree to let us do the work for whatever price the insurance company agrees to. So it works great for a couple reasons. One, you're getting them to sign an agreement before you meet with the insurance company, before there's really a price discussed. And that means that you don't have to worry about other contractors coming in and bidding against you. And you also know that if you get the insurance company to agree to replace the roof or the siding or whatever it is, then you're going to get paid a premium. So I've done very well with that. I've sold as many as 36 roofs in a single week after a hailstorm. And people out, for instance, in Florida, right after Hurricane Irma, I worked with a company out there, and you can make anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000 on a single roof replacement. And we use things like state statutes and building codes to force insurance companies to do what they're supposed to. And it's one of those businesses where you can really feel good about yourself as long as you're working for a reputable company that's actually going to treat your customers the way that they should be treated. You can feel good about yourself because most of these people would not be able to get their insurance company to do what they should do if someone like us didn't come in and help them. Most of the people that I worked with either would have been denied or actually did have a denied claim before I ever came into the picture. And so, for instance, I'd knock on their door and I'd say, hey, you've got some serious damage. They'll say, yeah, I know. I had my insurance company come out and they wouldn't pay for it. And then I'd say, well, that's where I come in. And it was a way for me to help them, and in return, I made a premium for my services. So if you guys are interested in storm restoration or learning more about that, how you can get into that field, just drop me a comment, and I'll let you know a little bit more about that. So another thing that I've done to build capital from time to time, I learned how to build websites. I learned web development. I learned HTML, CSS, a little bit of JavaScript, a little bit of PHP, and that's been one of those things that I've always kept in my back pocket that I could do anytime I needed to make a little extra cash. So I've charged as much as $20,000 to build a website, or as little as $1,500 to throw something small together. And it really doesn't take that much time. I taught myself HTML in about a week, CSS maybe 2 weeks. That's kind of always how I've been. I've never really been big on college, because I'm not planning on working for another company. I'm not planning on having a boss, and so I don't need a piece of paper, but I'm huge on education. I'm huge on learning as much as possible, and I spend hours every day trying to teach myself something new, trying to learn and perfect whatever it is that I'm pursuing at that time. So I learned how to build websites, and I did that. I also learned videography, and from time to time I'll build promotional videos for other companies, and charge quite a premium for that as well. So bottom line is, I'm the type of person that when I find something interesting, I learn everything I can about it, and then I figure out how can I make money from it. And that's pretty much, as you can see, that's the same way that I handle real estate investing. Real estate investing is just one piece of the puzzle for me. And if you guys can start to think about how you can take anything and grow it into something more, and you try to do that with every single aspect of your life, then all of those things will snowball and come together for you, and you'll find yourself in a place that you never expected to be in. So that's my 2 cents on building capital in this video, and I will see you guys very, very soon.